Good morning, everybody. I'm Panatastic Man, and welcome to the Panatastic Den. And we're doing a card opening for Murder at Castle Nathria. These will be all of the packs that I've gotten before the game starts. Of course, I'm a whale. We all know this. We all know this. I will have every card in the expansion probably within like 2 or 3 days after it comes out. But we're gonna see what we start out with at least. So here we go. I'm being joined today by Monad Art and Simon Monkey Island. So yeah, let's see how this works.
Let's open some legendaries.
I'm doing a card opening on stream. Yes. Sprinkles has just walked into the studio.
Hey, hello.
You have an everything bagel and a oatmeal cookie down the counter. Ooh. It's a drink. All right. Yes, we will start it. Are we ready for our fireside?
It works.
Okay. Skip. I don't need to. Okay, there we go.
No, just next and skip and.
Yep.
It's all good.
And don't fight Tilly then if it's here.
Let's see. Oh, here we go. Okay. All right. So I've got a crap ton of packs. Let's just be honest. I've got 145 of these basic packs. I missed out on all the Twitch drops, and that's fine. I have 5 additional golden packs here, and I've got these packs I'm gonna try not to open just yet because I'm a bastard, like hanging on to them for some reason. But all right, let's start with the golden packs, which is the part that makes me the super happiest.
Oh, by the way, Panda, we just found out there's the actual link thing. The add-on extension that you can add the links of your YouTube and whatever to the Twitch channel, but it's only in Russian and it's a very niche thing. So, but it can be recoded.
I want it on the screen itself, like on,
yeah,
on the viewer.
It exists on the screen itself, but it's like some weird Russian programming application that's very ugly. So yeah, it can be done. So that's nice.
Okay, let's see. I do like this Mask Reveler. It's gonna be a really interesting card. Of course, Imp. I think Imp Warlock is gonna be a thing. I think it's actually gonna work. I think. Frozen Touch is gonna be a thing, yeah. Yeah, Mage. This whole Mage thing is gonna be fantastic. It's already proven itself to be strong. And of course, Evolve Shaman is gonna be a thing. I don't know how good of Evolve Shaman is gonna be. I know that the Mage one's gonna be pretty good. I'm pretty sure. And the Imp Warlock is probably it's gonna be pretty strong. But I don't know about most of the archetypes. We'll see. I'm trying to be a little reserved.
That card as well might bring Quest Mage back, because it's a frost spell and it helps your quest complete faster as well.
Yeah, no, that's true. It is possible. But like that's not something I'm excited about. I really would prefer Quest Mage never to come back.
Yeah.
It's so solo interactive.
I know. I'm just saying it's a possibility, and people have talked about it, and
they should all have their mouths washed out with borax.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't really know much about the relics yet. Monad was telling me a little bit yesterday. I've been purposely sheltering myself from a lot of the expansion because I like to get to kind of be surprised when I actually go to sit down and actually play this stuff. I'm not one of the people who usually designs a lot of decks. I just advertise other people's designs. So, but I'm interested in what the relics are going to turn out looking like. I haven't really looked at them yet.
Definitely, I will take a look at it too. I saw someone was posting a deck on Twitter, so just keep that in mind and just look at it in a few days.
Hey, Pass, how's it going? I'm probably gonna wind up doing most of my Demon Hunter decks just straight from Draco. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna. I don't question his skills, so I'm just like, yeah, if he likes it, I'm playing it.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think it has to be a thing that people accept more. Let other people net deck. Not everyone has the capacity, time, life to like just be creative with the deck. Some people are just better at playing what exists, and there's no issue about it. Like
absolutely.
trying
No,
to create a hierarchy because this happens a lot. Like, oh, people are net decking, they aren't even playing their own things. Like, no, that's perfectly fine. Imagine
yeah,
you have like two kids, a full-time job, whatever.
100%. And
You're
and
not going to build a deck on your own. You don't have the patience, you don't have the mental elasticity for it. Just play what others are playing, and it's perfectly fine.
sure, and also just you can also just take those decks and you can modify them to make them your own.
Yeah,
That's
just
usually what I do.
I just
But like,
want people to normalize it more that it's perfectly okay to use a deck by someone else because there's still
absolutely.
a big stigma of no, I have to do something original. No, you can also do what people are doing and it's perfectly fine.
It's more importantly
Okay,
just have fun. If you're having fun, then
exactly.
fuck it. Who cares?
Exactly. I just hate
uh,
that debate and I always try to, guys, just do whatever, have fun.
Player discard this to destroy a random enemy. This is kind of cool actually, and it's a shadow spell, which is going to be interesting. Shadow is going to be a real big deal with Warlock right now. Of course, I'm just happy as hell to get more of these. Like anything that's golden for this new mage deck is looking like it's gonna be a lot of fun.
I'm also looking at the animations.
Yeah, the art is so
Some of
good.
the
That's
animations on the golden cards are pretty nice because it's
uh-huh.
over the whole picture, and some are just like the
And I will
shaman
say
thing.
there are people. Okay, look, if you're having an issue and you can't get golden cards, one of the things if you're not a whale like me, what I do highly recommend a lot of times is the golden cards are awesome for their animation being prettier. I have better there's animated. They're animated. They're not static. But I'll be honest, when you go to do your go through your packs of cards, you can through your cards you can type extra into your search engine for your collection, and if you do so, it will show you cards you have extras of, and it counts that with the simple fact if you have regular cards and golden cards. So it lets you know if you have more than two of anything, and counting both of them, right? So if you're having difficulty getting an entire collection, I absolutely highly recommend to go ahead and just dust all of your golden cards. You'll get better credit for it. It's just perfectly fine. For me, on the other hand, I dust all my regular cards because I try to keep my goldens. But and Ren said it's not cheating at all. This is absolutely what Blizzard wants people to do. If you guys have not had an opportunity, these Firestone gatherings are really great. They're a lot of fun if you can get not Firestone Hearths fireside gatherings. Fireside gatherings. They're a lot of fun. Okay, just making sure. But again, anyone, if you have an opportunity to do this, set up yourself a fireside gathering. You can do it up as a private chat, a private thing. And just have to set. It's like going to be 2 hours in advance of when you're doing it, right? So like if you set it up at 3 o'clock, you have to set it for 5. But if you do so, you can set it up and you can have your own private little card release opening. And now, mind you, when the pandemics start settling down, and now, of course, we've gone from COVID into monkeypox here in the U.S. So
Eh,
I don't recommend people jumping on the let's go out and hang out in public settings yet. That's my personal recommendation. I think we be a little more careful still, and of course Blizzard's following suit in that regard. They don't want you to do it either, so they're banning basically the public fireside gatherings right now. But when they do come back, I do highly recommend go to them, set one up, have a good time, meet people in your area who play this game. It's a lot of fun to play with people. Check with your
meet
local game
singles in
stores.
your
We usually do.
area as by Panda.
We usually go to a game store nearby, and that's where we do it. But
I know,
Um,
I was just messing with you.
yeah, no, I
um,
know, I know.
Maybe one thing you have to think about dusting cards, especially at the beginning of a new expansion. You maybe don't want to dust the triple and quadruple and those cards because when they get nerfed, you will
You
have
get full value,
the full.
right?
Yeah.
So it's a very good point. Wait 2 weeks usually, and we'll get our first nerf. When they does that, then any of the cards that you dust at that point, you'll get full value for. So that is a really good point. Thank you, Simon.
Oh,
Personally, I
yeah.
probably won't wait because I want to make sure I have every card. Because again, the nature of what my stream is that I steal decks. I mean appropriate decks from other unique creators, and then I showcase them. So I have to have the cards on hand when I need them. So it's definitely a different situation for me. But Simon's 100% right. If you wait like 2 weeks,
Yeah,
you'll have a
if you
nerf.
have the chance or you don't have the pressure to get these, you can just
We
wait.
have we have a golden legendary.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we got our first volatile skeleton in golden. Of course, I'm going to have to make this entire deck gold, I think. I'm going to try it out.
I just love the skeleton image, like the way the cape flows and the little ice flames going around.
There's no cape. There's no cape. That's a window.
The cape illusion that is created by the window. No, seriously, because it looks like the skeleton has a cape.
The point of the window comes up behind him, though. I don't know. I can see what you're saying, but yeah, it's definitely a window. But that does look. I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. I accept that. I totally accept that. This looks pretty good too. The Muckborn Servant. I think this is gonna be really good in pure Paladin. Let's see. Okay, so we got a rare here. Let's see.
Who was it? Patrick made a point that that card may not be used because the Pogfish is still available. Like the yellow fish that also taunts and has better stats. This one gives discovery, the other doesn't, but the other has better stats and is currently being used, so it depends.
I think they'll both
We're not
get used.
entirely sure.
I absolutely think it'll get used with Prince Renathal. I think this will absolutely get added on. I'm not rating this as like a rating of 4, but I definitely give this out of 3 out of 5. The fact that it is a discover and a taunt is
we
very
had
nice.
that debate. Like I was advocating for the card, and he was like, "But Pogfish is there." I can't remember the name of the card because for me it's Pogfish.
So you got to remember, I'm going to do a video on this later on, but there's damage thresholds in this game. And the most common damage threshold is actually 3. So it's 1 and 3 currently. And I'm not talking about wild, I'm talking about just standard. You got 1 and 3, and then 2 comes in a little bit, and 4, So if you have 4 health, that's actually, it requires usually 2 removal tools to get rid of it.
Yeah.
So again, 3 mana for a 2/4 taunt on its own is not bad, but the fact that it discovers a paladin card, I still think this is a 3. I definitely advocate this as a 3.
The other is 3 mana, 3/5 taunt. The only thing it doesn't do is the discover.
Well, that's a huge deal to me.
Yeah, it depends if like the discover outweighs the value of the overall stats.
Well, but see, that applies that there is an exclusivity. Like, you can only have one or the other, and I don't see that as a problem. I think you can run both just quite easily, especially if you want to adapt as the set goes along. As I add new sets, and we're going to have Reno will become better and better when you have more cards to access. So definitely, I definitely think this is going to get C play.
Eventually, there might be Highlander decks again.
Yeah, with Reno, yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm saying, and it'll go back. And I think this is but I just really think this is going to be fine. I think this is a 3 out of 5 card. The Muck Pools, I think, is definitely going to be like a 4 out of 5 card. I think Evolution Shaman is going to be pretty good. I'm not really sure if it's going to be that super mega powerful right now, but obviously they're going to keep adding content for it over time, or I would assume they would, because they're really pushing it hard right now. So, all right, let's see what this legendary is. Cecily of the Fey Court. Ooh.
Simon is jelly.
I like that.
Yeah, that's the one I need.
I don't really care for the picture though. That's unfortunate. It's okay. It's all right. In golden, it makes me sad. Not for any other reason. All right. So we have a rare. That's all we got. Okay, kind of lame. So Secret Mage. Do you think Secret Mage has got enough support? I haven't really looked.
No, but some of the secrets are interesting if you discover them.
Sure. So this will be interesting to see. Me too. And of course, all of my card backs are food or drinks. I'm actually really looking forward to an Enrage Warrior. What's up?
No, I just was wondering about your card backs. I mean, for me it's the same. I have all my card backs are from the forest or like this, from the nature, because of my druid love. Like, yeah, so everyone has it's thinking about maybe.
I am a foodie. I want my food. Let's see. So draw a card, infuse 4, draw 3 cards. This card I'm not as actually excited about. It'll probably find play somewhere, but it just doesn't feel that good to me.
I doubt it, because the infuse is too expensive.
It's way too expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't understand why it's
Uh,
not infuse 3 for one thing. That just seems kind of strange. But
I mean,
more minions
two
have
more
to die,
cards for 4 minions. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
at least
and the
infuse
card has
3
to be in your hand. Never forget.
while it's happening.
Infuse.
I know. I just don't feel it's going to be that good. It might find use, but I really rate that low. Pretty,
I mean, at
pretty.
5 mana, you have better draw tools, to be honest.
I love my card backs. I love them. We got an epic. All right, so we got Shadow Waltz. Again, another Shadow spell. Shadow is really getting a lot of support. 3/5 taunt, Shadow with taunt. If it's a minion died this turn, summon another. See, that's really pretty sick, actually. I like that a lot. And again, it's not one of your minions. It's just if a minion dies. It's not like you don't have enough removal tools. So, yeah. Let's see. Discover spell cost. Yeah, I like the Planet Evidence a lot. Copy a card from your opponent's hand and deck. And there, of course, there was during the theory crafting, they were having some errors with some of the copying and working with some of the synergies of it. That was kind of funny. Everybody was reporting the crap out of them. So hopefully it'll get fixed soon. Hopefully before release. Let's see. Summon a copy of this. Infuse 3. Summon 2 copies. This is actually really good in the Imp deck. I am kind of sad. Does this count as an Imp? Because it has Imp in the name?
It's a demon, but it's an imp. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So this will count towards the Imp thing. Okay, that's what I was wondering. All right. Convoke the spirits. Cast 8 random. This is just silly. This could be just nuts. I don't know how powerful this is going to be, but this card I worry about.
It's basically puzzle box for druid. But the thing with druid is
But
the
it can
spells aren't as impactful damage-wise as
not damage-wise, but
mage.
some of them can just basically shut your opponent down, gaining extra health. No, I really think this is 8 random druid spells, not
Yes, I
not
know,
30
but
mana worth. So
imagine.
there's not even a cap. These could be all. It could be 8, 10 mana spells. So like
Yeah,
I'm like.
but people like were experienced, like imagine you'd go like innervate, nurture, and other like generate mana spells and stuff like that. In late game it's irrelevant, and you have to have a board to buff it with like the nature spells and the
mean, you don't have
random
to have
other
a-
druid spells.
But if you just have 1 or 2 minions down, it's worth.
Yeah, but overall, like the pool, it's by comparison. Like compared to the impact that you can have with Puzzle Box and Mage and the other previous random stuff,
Yeah.
Druid is the less directly impactful and has more conditioning. Okay,
I think you will
it can
get
be super
alignment from it.
strong.
So
Yeah, it can be super strong if you get alignment and other stuff like that.
Yeah, and
But
with
it can
with
also
Celestial Alignment, this
really
is just broken.
it can really shoot you in the back if you already have Guff and the ramp system going on, and then you just have like mana spells and stuff like that.
But that just
So
lets you draw
it's-
cards. If you get extra mana spells if you're capped on mana, you get extra mana, which
Yeah,
means you
but
can
you
draw a
can-
card.
But you can also like thin your deck too much. So there's
But I don't
again,
really think
I
that's
think
a
it's going
problem
to
with
be
Druid, though.
nice. I just don't think it's going to be as overpowered or as like dangerous as
never.
Puzzle Box. Yeah.
never. Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. I don't know.
Because it's about targets chosen randomly, so it's not about.
This is true. It could target
yeah.
your opponent, and you could give them
Yeah.
armor and stuff. That's a very good point.
It's not
If it would- if
against
it-
your opponent, so it could be everything.
It's just randomly, yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd like if it was like the opposite of what puzzle boxes. It targets your opponent's stuff if possible. I wish that this was the opposite. It said target your friendly stuff if possible. That could
That would
backfire
be
a little,
broken. No, that would be broken.
but I don't think it's broken. I think it'd be really strong, but I don't think this card's broken in any way. I don't think it. But
You can cheat it for a lot of reduction and play it early in the game, especially with Guff and whatever. So if it was like only towards your things, it would be a mega booster.
well, I mean, you could also. I mean, they do have spells that are negative with Druid, which would also be targeting your people. So I don't know. I think it'd be fine. I don't think it's broken at all. I think right now it's actually kind of in a confusing state.
Yeah.
I honestly
It's
don't know if I'd
actually
even
what-
play this
what
card unless I was playing
Renset is-
Celestial.
It's what Renset is saying in chat. Like it's an amazing card for Rogue.
It's great for rogue, and yeah, and
It's great
maybe
for
celestial
rogue.
alignment, and that's it. That's really it.
Yeah.
But it could be really powerful, and it could just be totally a low roll. I don't know. I think they made a mistake with that, but that's fine. That's fine. Let's see. This is my favorite card back. Oh, I want ramen now. I just ate, and I want ramen.
Nothing wrong with that.
Let's see. Of course, I wish I got this in gold, but we'll hopefully we'll get some in a little bit later on. Let's see. Add 2 Silverhand recruits to your hand. This I think Silverhand. I'm not really sure that Silverhand is actually got enough support yet. But obviously they're showing that they want to do focus for it, so this might be okay eventually. The Silverhand concept with Paladin, I just don't think it's gonna be that strong right now. I think you're talking about a tier 3 deck at best. I may be wrong. I could be wrong, but I just don't think so. I don't think it's gonna be that great. This is going to looks like a lot of fun. I think that Secret Rogue is going to be a good tier 2 deck. I don't necessarily think it's going to necessarily be a tier 1 right now, but I do think it's a very solid tier 2. And honestly, I honestly prefer decks that are tier 2. That's actually where I prefer to sit. Something that has over a 50% win rate, but it's not like cresting over 54. So, though Imp Warlock, I really do think it's going to be a tier 1. Oh, you saw this one already? Okay, I got this. In gold. Hey, Artemis.
Heyo.
Alright, another ramen back. Yeah, all of my card backs are set to being food or drinks. So we're going to see this a lot. And I'm going to be very hungry afterwards. Like I said, again, there's more Silverhair recruit support, but I just don't think it's enough. We'll see. It could be. But
I mean,
we'll
if
see.
anyone is going to try and make Dude Paladin viable, not in Wild but in Standard, is Noodles.
Oh, I'll try it as well.
Paladin, so he'll try it for sure.
Again,
if it's viable, but it will be done, yeah.
I'll do it either way. I'm gonna play it. I'm looking forward to day 1, guys. Day 1, I'm playing Totem Shaman. The reason why I'm playing Totem Shaman on day 1 is I really don't think it's that good. It requires one card to even potentially work. Sure, but day 1 to day 3 are but the only times you can really get away with doing that. So I'm going to be playing what I deem as the worst decks early, and playing the better decks on like day 3.
But what about when all your card backs are about food to play these Paladin cards we see now? I mean,
the food?
It's sure.
I know, like food, getting
the deck
hungry,
has to
Paladin.
Be also, maybe you just have a look at the pics of the cards and then do all of food deck.
And have cupcakes. I could eat cupcakes on stream while doing it. Yes, I think this is a great idea. Thank you for mentioning cupcakes, Simon.
Yeah.
I know you mentioned cupcakes.
Yeah.
It wasn't me. So, this is interesting. I do like double cross.
Oh, I'm not sure if you have like the same issue as Simon, but you can use your space bar.
I know. I could, and I just want to make sure that I don't accidentally open these packs.
Okay.
Because I'm an absolute idiot, and I will open those, and I really want to save them. Okay, got our first legendary outside of the golden pack. Okay. Great Hall. I think this is a pretty good card. It'll definitely be necessary to try to make the Silverhand Recruit deck work. This is, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't think you'll see many decks with more than one of these in it at all. I'm not really crazy about it.
I don't like it.
I don't really like it either. I might throw one in as just like a, if you're playing in Prince Renathal, like Quest Hunter or something, maybe, but it's so expensive. It's so damn expensive.
The thing is, like, by that time, your enemy, if he has minions on the board, they far transcend like the 6 damage.
Probably.
So you're probably, even if you're damaging them, you're not really progressing what you want towards removal or the excess damage to the face. Oh nice, you got Keltas out.
Yep, and that's what I'm really looking forward to. I was super excited about that. Oh, now I'm thirsty.
Now you need Keltas for the combo.
Excuse me. Ooh, golden forensic duster.
Rancid, that's a good argument. Like, there's two things that could be done. You either keep the cost of the spell and augment the damage. Like, okay, it's 8 mana, but you deal like 8 damage AoE to 3 minions, or even 10 damage AoE to 3 minions. Because that would function as removal, or you lower the cost and maintain the current damage. Because right now it's just like weird piercing shot. Like, it's double the cost of the piercing shot, and yes, it goes AoE, but nothing grants you like the same thing as having an hyena on board, shooting your own hyena and giving like 5 damage to face.
Also, if they
You
only
can't
have
do it
one
without.
creature, well, like in a quest hunter deck, you're probably gonna keep their creatures down to a minimum to start with. So if they only have one creature out, then that's a total waste because it's
Yeah,
not gonna tag the same creature 3 times.
it feels
So
lackluster. It needs some modifying in the future, either a buff or a restructuring the card or something.
this card, by the way, is I 100% need to make. If I don't get this in golden, I'm gonna make it because this is gonna be the new tech card. This honestly, if you're playing a 40 card deck and playing Prince Renethal, you're running Rustrot Viper and a Steam Cleaner because you might as well, because those two tech cards will save you so much. Like, this just kills Kazakhstan, just destroys it. So go. Are you playing Kazakhstan? I will just hello.
Lady Preston, right?
Yeah.
Lady Prestor, like,
also
there goes your
saves
deck.
you from curses. Like, imagine you have a bunch of curses in your hand that you
This
want
is
to
going
get
to
rid
be
of.
amazing. I honestly, I really wish they had not printed this. I really wish they hadn't. And now I'm going to have to use it in every deck.
And against Rogue, it's very good because there's Jackpot Rogue being like a thing right now. Everywhere. Being
But
massively
Jackpot
abused.
Rogue is in your hand. This is only deck cards that are in your deck.
Oh, in your deck. Oh, yeah, you're right.
But this does
Only
get rid of
deck, yeah.
curses. This does get rid of you could use this against Quest Priest. He's Renset's right. You wait till they play their quest reward and you play that and you go. It's just, this card shouldn't have been printed. I really don't think this card should have been printed. It does destroy curses. You're thinking of the wrong curses, Artemis. We're talking about the original curses. Curse of Agony. Because you shuffle the copies into the deck. And a real prevalent curse deck that's being kind of like seeing a resurgence is both sets of curses. Especially with the idea with the new Shadow card. Yeah, the 1-cost curse that puts... Yeah, exactly. But with the new Warlock card, it's actually really strong. And I'm sure we'll get the card. If not, I'll make it. But no, the new Warlock card will explain like with his shadow abilities. We'll get to there. We'll get to there. We'll get to there. Okay. This one actually has, I think, it's one of the better infuses, and still don't think it'll see that much use. Like, reduce the cost of the highest cost shadow spell in your hand by 3. I mean, there's a lot of shadow support right now, and I mean, you're not really going to use that on the Curse of Agony, but it's a shadow card as well. There's a lot of shadow support right now.
It's also a great arena card. I know you're not mentioning much like other stuff, but arena is going to get like lots of fun, which they needed from this expansion.
Assuming it gets stuck in arena, because they don't always let every card in.
Yeah. I think the problem is usually the cards they let in sometimes. Because some of them destroy the system, but yeah.
This looks good. This actually looks pretty fun. This Boon of the Accursed. Or Ascended, sorry. I don't know why I said Accursed. I don't necessarily, as they currently stand, no. But I do think some of the decks are going to be just fine. And actually, I think my Taunt Warrior is actually going to be better. Raindet and I are going to be sitting down and trying to tweak it out to be added some of the newer cards. So, but I don't think this will make the cut for Taunt Warrior. Though it is cheap, I just don't think it's worth it. Let's see.
Yeah, finally, we don't have an idea about all the decks upcoming, because the theocrafting the theocrafting streams were just a bit reduced. What the card pool.
Right, we have to have at least 10 cards from the current
Yes,
the newest
yes,
expansion. They weren't using Prince Renethal decks; they were only running 30-card decks, which I thought was really funny. but it is what it is. They wanted to showcase the newer cards. They want to make sure that was a focus,
Yeah,
and I get that.
It's always the same. It's okay. So.
Yeah, exactly. It's fine. This is actually, I think, is pretty good. Honestly, I don't really know how much use it'll be. I'm giving it a rating of about a 3 out of 5. But because there's going to be so many locations being used, this is going to be discover a copy of a card in your deck. That's just sick. It's really good. And 4 for a 4/5 is really good stats. So we'll see. We'll see. But I am super looking forward to any kind of the damage. Enrage Warrior, I guess, is what would be the best. It has, yeah, it's got good stats for 4 mana. 4/5 for 4 mana is not bad. Yes, we're playing Pack Opening Simulator. What a great name, right? Wouldn't that be a cool game? Like, literally, even the game, like, just generated cards that didn't actually belong to another card game. That'd be hilarious. People would buy that. People would absolutely buy that shit.
I would be addicted to that and would be opening packs 24/7 without a life.
Yay! You finally got the Nightcloak Sanctum. Yay! Super excited. I honestly wasn't going to do this on stream, but I got talked into recording it. What's up?
You opened one of those before.
Did I? I don't remember it. Of course, this is I'm still looking forward to this. This is day 1. I'm playing Totem Shaman day 1, and I know it's gonna be garbage. I don't care. I don't care. I'm playing it. It's happening. Like, this is just okay. Like, I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. I'm absolutely looking forward to it. I don't think it's gonna be a game winner. It's not. I don't even know if it's gonna be a tier 3 deck. It may be a tier 4, but I'm gonna play the crap out of it day 1 at least.
I mean, technically, you could like just do a bunch of totems, cheap totems.
Wild is gonna be good.
And evolve them.
Yeah.
Just evolve them. Just use it.
I could do an evolved Totem Shaman. That would be kind of fun, and it'd just be kind of silly. Like, I still don't think it'd be good, but
yeah, it
sounds
be
fun.
good, but
let's try that.
It's more viable because
let's try
cheap.
That. Absolutely, yeah. We'll try that one. I think I've already gotten that achievement. If it's an achievement, then I definitely already have it. I played the crap out of Totem Shaman before. I just don't so I think at Wild it'll be okay. I don't know how great it'll be in Wild. I never try to speak for Wild, because Wild is a cesspool of too many cards. And while that's great, that's also its bane. It's its boon and its bane. It's too, there's no way to balance it. And people who get upset about Wild not being balanced, I'm like, you realize how hard it is to balance, Standard alone? And you're expecting them to balance Wild.
Necessarily too mad about Wild not being balanced. The most problematic thing was when the bots were in top 1. Like,
now
they were
that's
taking
a problem.
people's spots.
Sure,
that
but they have less programmers, though. Right, but they just have less programmers for Wild, because again, that's not a real moneymaker for the company, and they've got to look at it like it is a company. So since Wild's not making as much, because you've already bought the cards. Like, there's very few people who are going like, I'm gonna start playing Wild and buying old packs. It just doesn't happen that often. It's people who've been playing a long time, who have the cards, and they want to keep playing them. So.
But they still buy the new expansions to improve the current meta deck. So they are still investing money. Not as much money, probably, compared because of the number of players, yada yada yada. But that happens.
Exactly. But Wild actually gets, I think, less support than even definitely less than Battlegrounds, and probably less than even Arena. So. Of course, I kind of want to play a Treant deck again. I still don't think there's enough cards currently for it.
No.
I'm hoping that gets fixed. I'm sorry, I missed. I didn't even look that much at it. I apologize. I think I've already seen it.
Wait, stop. Look, the Bibliomite. Yeah, you didn't watch it. It's a fun card.
Which one?
The one that Ranset is saying.
Yeah, I missed it apparently. Wait, it's not this one, is it?
That was interesting because you can choose the one you off your hand. Yeah, you want to dismiss. So
Oh, is it you talking about the Bibliomite?
Yeah,
Okay.
to shuffle. Yeah, and that one. Yeah, Bibliomite. Yeah,
That's really good, especially for because
good
you get a
good
4/4 for
starts,
2
and
stat.
yeah,
Yeah.
can choose.
Because the main thing, I don't care about this attack. Honestly, if this isn't, if it winds up being really that good, then it really should be a 3/4. Again, because we're looking at the break points, they don't like to have damage hitting 4 because that's kind of the point of a 4-point health, like a health bar. They want 4 is supposed to be kind of where they focus that you have to take two pieces of removal to get rid of it. Um, but yeah, but putting like fucking Xyleg back in your deck so Karya can draw it.
At that point, you place anything in your deck because it's a 4/4 for 2 mana. How do you get rid of that on turn 2?
Sure,
As an
exactly.
opponent, like
But I
it
mean,
has
I'm honestly, I'm thinking more along the lines of getting Karya back in the game
Yeah, sure.
because that was the
But
biggest
I'm just
problem. Is
saying,
how many times did I draw fucking Xyleg on the
yeah.
turn on turn 6 when I was about to play Karya?
But
That
let's say
happened
even
so
even if you
often.
have a decent hand, let's assume you have like a decent hand, you're still going to play this on turn 2 because it's a 4/4. It has an insane body for that turn.
Agreed, Renset.
It's
Honestly,
really hard to kill.
to be fair, honestly, I would knock this down to a 3/3. Period. Because Demon Hunter can actually use the battle cry. This is not a negative for Demon Hunter.
Yep.
So that's my point. And if you have nothing in your hand, you still can play it. So this is really not a negative. So honestly, I hope they knock it down to a 3/3.
It's just too good of
Don't tell
stats
Draco I
for,
said
for
that though.
a 2 mana card.
But don't tell Draco I said that it needs to be nerfed.
I think he's aware.
Well, I'm sure he probably thinks the same thing. Well, let's see. After your hero attacks, draw until you have 3 cards. This is really pretty damn good, especially Demon Hunter. Fuck. For a speed Demon Hunter card deck, oh, that's gonna be good. I like it. But again, waiting.
Yeah.
I am not choosing. I'm not making any Demon Hunter decks. I am totally stealing from Draco. I'm not making any new Hunter decks. I'm totally stealing from Hattrick. This is what I do. I'm not complaining. Z, hey, I am so sorry. I did not realize I have watched your content. I have been on your stream and I didn't follow you. Why? I was going through, I was helping Vanga fix the team database. By the way, all the links should be working now. Vanga and I worked on that today. He did the actual grunt work. I was doing like checking. But I was going through everybody's links and everyone's links, and I had not followed you, and I was like, wow, what an asshole. I am such an asshole. I'm sorry, Z. Oh, I also I got information back from the people that I messaged Z. I sent D Money a message. Sorry, it's not better information, but I did my best. People are either retiring or just not in the same place they were when I was still working. Yeah, I still like this card a lot. Riot. Your minions can't be reduced below 1 health this turn. They each attack at random enemy minion. That's really disgusting. I'm really looking forward to like an Enrage Warrior. No problem, Z. And I did give you some pointers on how to get that fixed. If you need any more help, if you need me to sit down and talk to you about it, I will. I'm pretty sure I can get you through the problem, through a hurdle. We got a golden magnifying glass. Magnifying glaive. I'm sorry. I'm sure gonna call it a magnifying glass. I'm sure it's gonna call it that a lot. Party favorite totem. End of your turn, summon a random basic totem. Yeah, we saw those already. But I still I'm so excited about totems, guys. I really am. I shouldn't be, but I am.
And that glaive for Demon Hunter is another tool to draw cards. Looks amazing.
I know, it's so good.
Yeah,
And Demon Hunter really doesn't need more drawing. But I didn't say that, Draco, I promise. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Rage Warrior. That's gonna be. If I did realize that I kind of missed the boat. I am such a warrior centric player, so I'm surprised I haven't like really done more of that. after another
I mean, you
minion
guys
dies, become a
had
copy of it.
the most fun and disgusting deck at the same time for a while, which was Bomb Warrior.
I played the crap out of Bomb Warrior, but honestly, what's funny is people don't know this because again, I was such a baby streamer at the time. But one of the Rush Warrior decks that was leading the meta charts was actually one that I had created. Um, it wasn't being played before I started, or wasn't being readily played when I was forward. So I can't say that the one that was up there was taken directly from me, but it was an exact copy of what I was playing, and I was kicking the crap out of people with. So yeah, so I'm kind of hoping that my Taunt Warrior will kind of do that again. Now that I'm actually like known. At the time, I was definitely not known by anybody. It's our epic
Guys, get your autographs now before it's too late. So they will be more valuable.
After an enemy minion attacks your hero, summon a copy of it to attack the enemy hero. That's pretty fun. That's pretty fun. Yeah, that's gonna be a good secret.
Yeah, that's the one that people don't want necessarily to run in their deck, but want to discover it.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
It's hard to plan against it, and it's a nice way to tilt the balance of the match.
Mm-hmm. And this is pretty good. Again, 4 for a 4/4 is a decent body size. Again, the 4 health threshold is good, and destroying enemy locations are going to be pretty strong in this new expansion. So yeah, this is not bad. Again, collateral damage I do not care for. Oh, Z, one of the people that I was talking to actually thought I was looking for you a job. Working at the UN. Like, I don't know if I have any openings. What's your qualifications? I'm like, wait, what? No, that's not what I'm asking. This one I like. I like this a lot. So if you're looking for a job at the UN, Z, let me know. I may be able to work that out. It's just funny because I was very, very clear in my email, and it was funny that was the response I got. I also couldn't tell from the email if he thought that I was looking for employment back at the UN. Like, no, I'm retired. Not with where my friend who works at the UN does not work for the US. I mean, I guess technically you could get a work visa to work at the UN in New York City, but that's not where he's based out of.
I mean, we're just trying to find the loophole here, right?
Yeah, the problem is the guy that I contacted there works with the ICC as well. He's a UN representative to the ICC, International Criminal Court. So he's based out of basically near The Hague, which is in what, Copenhagen? Is that right? Guys, am I right? Is it Copenhagen? I should know. Where is The Hague? In the Netherlands. Okay. Province of South Holland. So, Netherlands in Holland, I could probably get you a work visa. It's not even technically a work visa at that point. I think it just qualifies as you're a UN employee. It's weird. Other cards added to your hand from another class. Copy it. Hey, Bob the Great, how's it going? Cool.
Man, you're here in this stream. Oh no. Hi, Bob. And hi, Peter. Bob is my Twitch son.
Hey, Peter.
Even though he's older than me. But that doesn't matter on Twitch.
I am looking forward to Evol Shaman. I think it's gonna be fun. I don't know how good it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be pretty solid, at least a tier 2. But I don't know. It'll take some little bit tweaking. My day 1 version of it's not gonna be that good. Because it's more or less just gonna be like, I'm grabbing cards, throwing them together, putting them in deck, yay, deck.
I remember people talking about like tiny toys because tiny
Uh-huh.
toys is going to be a thing again in the new
Yep.
Evo them again. And
Tiny toys will be back.
there weren't good 7-mana drops, but then they launched Red Herring and people were like, yeah, we can do this with Red Herring. It's good now. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
But I will say that I definitely think that the board is going to become very important again. Oh, by the way, Z, when are we doing our when are we playing some Apex together? Okay, let me re-clarify that. Let me say that in actual English, not Pandaese. When am I going to be carried by you in Apex Legends on a dual stream? I strongly suspect I'll be screaming like a little girl half the time as they shoot at me.
Mommy, the mean guys are here with guns again.
I'm hiding inside my cabin. Z, kill them. Actually, I say that. I used to be really, really good. It's just I tried playing on, but I played on console. I switched to. I tried playing on a PC, and I haven't played a first-person shooter on PC in so long that I'm just like I suck.
You got Wild Spirits. Nice.
I did. It's gonna be interesting.
I'm so stoked to see that deck working.
Okay, if you want to do that, remember I'm gonna sabotage you, not on purpose.
Totally on purpose.
Well,
I
it's
wanna
totally on
do
purpose in the
any
sense that you're
druid deck
doing with
working.
me. What's that?
I want to do a druid deck working. Maybe I will fix it.
Well, Planet Evidence
I
is
hope,
going to
yeah.
be in almost all the decks. I think this is going to be fantastic, and even in the Beast Druid that I've been playing. By the way, Beast Druid is super good right now, guys. I was playing it yesterday while just chatting, and oh my god, I was barely paying attention, and everybody was conceding, just right and left. It was so funny. A deck ends in not you killing people; it ends in people conceding.
Yeah, it's very very fast, and you have such huge minions in turn 3.
Yeah,
Lately in turn 3 or 4 maybe.
I was getting my ass kicked, and it was about turn 6 or 7, and I just vomited a board out there that they just couldn't touch, and I'm like, I don't know what to tell you.
So by the way, I don't know if you noticed, but Crooked Cook is basically Panda in the kitchen, but that's the manatee form. They need to release this card as a panda.
They already have it. It's called Nomi, Kitchen Nightmare.
No.
Simon actually made the card for me.
I know, but this cauldron and the color, the radioactive color that comes from it, and that nice green smoke, I think it's more appropriate.
I mean, I could put some radioactive smoke on that card
Nomi.
too. It's no problem. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I love the Nomi. When I go to make T-shirts and stuff for my stream for merchandising, I'm totally gonna be modifying further. I'm gonna take Simon's concept and just basically doing a little higher res image. But if you guys haven't seen it, it's on Twitter. It's fantastic. It's essentially he took my face and he put it over Nomi's on the Nomi Kitchen Nightmare card, and then he put it just changed the name to Panda Man Kitchen Nightmare, and it's totally appropriate if you've ever been in a kitchen with me. I honestly like. My wife today was like telling me, she's like, "Are you excited that we're getting the news?" She goes, "Oh wait, never mind." Because she's so excited. We're getting a new oven today. We're getting with a new induction burner. It's this convection oven thingy. It's amazing. Paid a lot of money for. But the point of the matter is, she's like, "Are you excited?" Oh, never mind.
So that's something you can handle as a man to that technique stuff.
Well, I don't cook anything. My wife's the griller. Springsea, she does all the baking right now. I just basically go in the kitchen to get drinks.
Okay, but you know where to get it, so that's
from the fridge.
perfect.
Yes, yeah, the fridge is
sure.
very important to me. And I actually bought this. I lucked out, guys. I got mad kudos from my wife because when we first moved into this house, we had a fridge, which is now residing on the back porch because we have to have 2 fridges because we live in Texas, and we're just those people. And we also have a deep freeze for all of our meat because we're yes. But I went to Sears and I went to an outlet store, like a discount store where it was like all damaged goods. And we found one that had some dents on the side, and they were not structural dents. They're just like, like cosmetic. And I went in there and I absolutely negotiated the crap out of that and got one that was super duper duper cheap. I'm Jewish. I'm praying in my own way. It's called whining. Yeah, it's Jewish prayer. It's called whining.
Yeah, Bob, I'm pagan. We just ask and receive. It's easier. We trade out like what you guys need and give me that juicy nice stuff.
And 2 legendaries at this point is really.
It's fine. I'll have them all.
Yeah.
I'm a whale. I'll get them all. Guys, if you guys haven't seen, at the end of this video, we'll go back and I'll show you my dust. And you'll understand why I'm not worried at all.
Finally doing a house tour video then.
Yeah, it's crazy. This is... Borak, how's it going, man? Borak is one of my favorite crayon eaters. And if you don't know what a crayon eater, I'm sure Borak will explain absolutely what a crayon eater is. By the way, guys, let me give a quick shout out to Borak.
I can do that. I'm on chat.
I got a button. I just had a button. I pushed the button. Stream Deck is amazing. I love my Stream Deck 100%. Decimator Olgra. This is the one legendary I didn't care if I got because I'm gonna get the diamond one.
Too bad you're getting it.
I will be dusting it. I'll be dusting it. This is not even a golden.
Yeah.
I would be actually kind of upset. I'd be very kind of upsetty spaghetti if they gave it to me in gold, because I'm definitely getting it in diamond. It's one of the ones that's in the
reward track.
Yeah, it's in the reward track.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's no point.
And the Murloc Holmes, right? At the.
Yes, those are the 2 legendaries. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. You didn't highlight it initially. Okay. I just like the name of this one.
And Rage Warrior might be a thing again, Borak.
Enrage Warrior might... I'm gonna try to make Enrage Warrior a thing again. We'll see.
Licking Windows.
Licking Windows? So he hasn't explained it. I don't know if he actually cares to know, but it's a military term. It's an official military term. Crayon eaters.
Okay.
But Borak is on the end where he eats only the finest matte pencils, honestly. Again, another card to shuffle stuff back into your deck. That's just so strong. Dispose of Evidence is going to be so good. Again, Karya is back, guys. Karya is 100% back. Oh, I was talking about what a crayon eater, like what a crayon eater is. Yep, military terms. Crayon eater is a military term. Yes, but I said that Borak only eats the finest matte pencils instead. This could be interesting. I don't know. I'll have to see it played. I'm not a priest main. Going commando. Oh, that's good. The red ones taste like strawberries. Let's see. What we get here. So I'm going a lot slower than I intended. Discover a class card from your deck and draw copies. Whoa, that's good. That's actually really good. The black grease pencils? I didn't. I never used a black grease pencil. Don't cook commando at the kiddie pool. Choose an enemy minion, throw a random enemy minion from your hand at it. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. And this I can see this in Big Paladin. I wonder if it's going to trigger battle cries when you do it. Probably not. Wait, I never used a black grease pencil. I had a special pen that could write while wet. Well, it depends. How old are you, Artemis? Vial library. Gold. Yes.
Yeah, more people that are older than you. It's just...
Holy crap, Artemis, you're older than I am.
Anymore. Yeah.
What is up with this shit?
I'm starting to feel like a child. I'm starting to feel like the rain debt of the group.
I wonder how rain debt really feels right there. I always call rain debt my Wunderkind and mein Kinder. I keep expecting him to get upset, but apparently he thinks it's funny, so I'm happy. But I like, mein Kinder! I just imagine one day if I meet his father, and I'd be like, yeah, you know, your son is my favorite son. Yeah, I don't want Simon there to do translation.
His father is like, I'm banning you from Twitch. You're meeting weird people.
I don't think this is that good. It'll be fun, but I don't think it's that good. You can't control anything on it. And this also doesn't state that it. So what? If you, I don't know if you realize this because it says it's at random enemies or random minions, not enemies, random minions. So if it could hit the same minion multiple times. There's just no control over this, and it's just way too random for me to think this is going to get consistent play.
Again, it's great in Rogue.
It's great in Rogue, and it's going to be a lot of fun in decks that I play with my friends. Because I like to play decks that have a lot of random, like RNGesus. Like RNGesus take the wheel. Yeah. Those are my favorite decks to play with friends. Like, so this is good. Like, we're starting to get some Triad support, but I just don't think there's enough in this expansion to cover it yet. But thank you, Artemis. You should stick around more. I like the fact that you're older than I am. It makes me feel good. I was actually dancing around the kitchen earlier with my wife, and like she wasn't dancing. I was dancing around, and I don't. If you guys see the Sound of Music, all the old people here, I'm sure have. But I was singing the "You Are 16, Going on 17."
Oh yeah.
Or I am 16, going on 17. But I was going, I am 44, going on 16. On my friends list for what? In Hearthstone? Just ask.
Yeah, it's a very narrow criteria, as you can tell.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if I ever have to remove somebody to add a teammate or something, I will do that from people I don't talk to as often. But no, anybody who wants to be on my list, just be on my list. I don't care. Until your next turn, your hero can only take 1 damage at a time. This could be interesting. Card. Yeah, this could be really good. Honestly, this is also good for Quest Mage because, again, it's a frost spell that you don't have to worry about a criterion to cast. There's no target you have to throw it down on or anything. So this is actually, I could see this going into Quest Mage as well.
Also, it's basically a Rokara for 2 mana. A Rokara, no, a Cariel, the Paladin hero for 2 mana.
For only 1 turn.
You reduces so much damage. You manage that you're going to get finished, or...
Yeah, if you just need to push it over the edge.
You need a turn to wait out your combo and kill your opponent, and you use it.
This one's a lot of fun, but I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really want this deck to be in the game, and I'll tell you why. This card in the game. I don't think it's going to be that much use. First of all, I think it's good, but not great. But second of all, I don't want to sit here and have to figure out what my opponent is thinking. Because I have enough trouble understanding what people think normally, and now you're asking me to guess what a stranger is thinking. Well, Artemis, I gave you my thing. Just go ahead and go hit me with an invite. I'll totally add you. We also do every day, pretty much every day on stream, unless unless Archive, my video editor, is yelling at me, and she's gonna beat me with the bullwhip. By the way, I say all this stuff now because when she's doing the video editing, she's gonna be doing video editing for this. She may see that content, and she's just always like, "Why do you tell people I'm gonna beat you?" She's such a sweetheart. But anyways, no, we do pretty much every day, unless I'm struggling for content for YouTube. We get together and my mods get first access, and we do like cooperative battlegrounds. Well, like cooperative battlegrounds. We play together. But anyways, yeah, my mods get first dibs. But outside of that, if you're around, you're absolutely welcome to join. No problem. You should open Widow Bloom Seedsman. Okay, I'll have to see that. I don't even know what the card does yet, honestly. I've been sheltering myself from looking at these cards until today, really. Hello, Ginma. Welcome to the studio. We're doing card openings.
Yes.
I was telling them how much you were asking. You asked me if I was excited about the new stove, and then you went, "Are you excited about the?" Oh, never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Now I think other people on my stream are actually more excited about the stove than I am.
Well, I came bearing
Can
news
confirm.
about the stove.
What's up?
So the delivery for the stove was here at 8 o'clock prompt.
They didn't.
Called Sprinks.
Okay.
Sprinks' phone was do not disturb. So they didn't get through. Apparently, they didn't have a backup phone number, and so we're rescheduled for tomorrow because they were already out of the area.
Okay. That's fine.
Which I can appreciate. A logistics thing, like you have to plan out how you're going to cover an area.
Right. That's fine.
And then as far as the electrician goes, they have been trying for the last 4+ hours to find a 150-foot spool of copper wire to do our wiring install. It is not to be had. He's going to have to order it. We are rescheduled for Tuesday.
So we're gonna get the
Let's
stove
go.
tomorrow, but we won't have a plug for it. That's all right. We'll
That's
get to put it in the room. Oh my God, that's not good, because what if the stove doesn't work?
Well,
We won't have a way to check it.
this is not ideal, but I think we're going to have to plug it in where...
The dryer?
Yes.
And run an extension cord at least to make sure it works.
I don't think there's an extension cord we can use for that. I think we're going to have to back it up to that room and stretch the cord over there. We aren't going to be able to try it in place.
We get a 220 extension cord.
Really?
They're industrial extension cords. They're big. They're usually giant orange ones designed to be used outside as well. They're for like running a generator on. We can go to Lowe's later and go look for one.
Okay.
I mean, it'd be good to have one. They're also the cords you use for when you're running an RV.
Okay. So how long is this cord going to be?
We can probably get a 50-foot. We'll go to Lowe's later.
Okay.
Yeah, we can run it. We should be able to run it from the laundry room.
Oh, and lastly, I need to get one more component out of the pipe. What we were actually trying to cap was an adapter that came with that hose. It's supposed to be removed and then a cap applied to the pipe directly. I can't do it. I managed... Okay, so there's an elbow joint right
So I think
there.
ours is fine right now then. Our answer.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a straight pipe, there's an elbow joint, and then the adapter is screwed into the elbow joint. The only thing I managed to make move.
It's gonna be, we're going from a gas to an electric, Artemis. This is the best card opening stream ever. We're talking about stoves.
Yeah, and do it yourself gas plumbing.
You do your gas
that's
plumbing.
smart.
Which is the best thing to do. You should always do it yourself when you're messing with gas. That can't possibly go wrong.
So, no, the valve is still working. No, the only thing I managed to make move was I could move the pipe this way. I can move the pipe this way. And I managed at one point to rotate it, and you better believe I lost my shit for a few moments when it rotated, because that meant something else came loose somewhere else.
Dude,
I didn't smell any more gas, but that didn't make me feel a whole lot better. I eventually figured out that what I managed to loosen was the pipe threads at the opposite end of the elbow.
220. Sorry. Okay.
From the straight pipe to the elbow. That's loose. But this is too long to be able to just rotate that part off. Just like, okay, well, I guess I'm glad I've got an extra time to figure that out.
Yay, I got my second volatile skeleton in golden. Yay, I don't have to make it. We're not getting a lot of legendaries. I think this is probably, which is really sad. We've got, what, 2 or 3 at this point.
I think.
It's in Hellas again, man. And
We got Kel'Thuzad.
Also make sure she doesn't fill your house with gas.
I know, right? I know it's an easy way to check, Monad. All you gotta do is take a lighter in there. It's fine.
Yeah, of course.
Maybe we will. We
Do
have
not
to
take
change
Panda's
your
advice.
stream title
Never
and the
take-
hashtags and so on.
Yeah, never take Panda's advice about anything plumbing, electrical. No, actually, just don't take my advice ever. That's probably a good rule of thumb.
Hey, how do they like my Dalek schematic?
I still love that Dalek. I love that.
I do too. It's a blueprint of Daleks. I was asking how you
Exterminate.
tell your audience, like,
Oh, I don't know if it actually shows up very well. It barely shows up. The Dalek schematic.
No,
like,
it's
creation.
it's definitely visible.
What do you guys think?
I think exterminate. I said exterminate.
She said exterminate. Monad says exterminate. All right, man. I love you.
Love you too. No more excitement today. Except possibly a gas explosion. I'll try not to.
Hey, yeah, no exploding the house, please. I want you guys all alive.
Goes without saying, possibly, that we're having takeout until Wednesday.
That's pretty normal around here, unfortunately.
It really is, but I was looking forward to doing better.
Devour Enemy gained its stats, infuse 5 in its neighbor. I don't think that's that great. It's okay. You mean my wife?
Bob moms everyone. Like, I'm Bob's Twitch mother, and now he decided to branch. It's a Bob thing.
Okay. I didn't want to say anything because my wife looks fantastic for her age, but she does not look like freakishly fantastic like I do. Nobody guesses my age. Nobody guesses it. It's like I'm like a rare. I'm an elf.
I can almost hear Sprinksy saying something like, "You're 6."
I still don't know what the relics look like. I want to know what the relics look like. Damn, that's pretty good. I'm not opening that many legendaries. I mean, it's not a huge deal. Warshak's also kind of a whale. Not quite in the same level I am. But yeah, we haven't got a lot of legendaries. There's been some expansions in the past that I've gotten ridiculous numbers of legendaries. And one of my best friends has gotten 3 legendaries in a pack once. He still has it on his phone as an image. And then for the 2 subsequent expansions that he did that, I got more legendaries in my opening packs than he did, which was kind of funny. Did I miss a relic? I saw a card with relic on it, that impacted relics. I didn't see the relic. I'm sorry. I must have missed it. I'm getting a little inundated by some of these cards. I think I think I've seen them before. I've been skipping them kind of in my head. It's probably not the best because I probably haven't. I'm probably gonna run this in Death Rattle Priest just because I'm that kind of dick. This reminds me of that masked infiltrator or whatever it was. It's not a taunt is the only problem.
It's the beast, it's all that matters. Not for priest, but it's still the beast.
Yeah. Yeah.
There might be something happening there.
It might, yeah.
With a doggy biscuit, it could be with a rush when you put it into your deck.
Not entirely sure how.
You could do that with the new
Yet.
location as well. What's that?
The location is not going to be used in Hunter. We debated this for like a long time. I mean, people are
it
trying
probably
to
won't.
do it to make it work anyway, but
No,
it's
I'm
just too
saying-
slow and inefficient.
It is absolutely too slow, but it might. That would be like one of the few cards that I think it could work in conjunction. Hey, Spring
Yeah,
Space.
yeah.
We're having like pass-throughs. This is legendary. We got a legendary. Yay!
Ooh,
Spring, you
finally.
come in the room every once in a while, because apparently we're getting legendaries when you come in. I also got an epic in this pack, so.
Oh.
So
well,
let me finish up this pack, and then I'll tell you in just a second. And you come back in the room. Let me open this pack, and then we'll see if this works. Let's see. Shuffle one cost copies of cards in your hand into your deck, then discard your hand. Interesting. That could be interesting. I don't know how this would work, but I kind of want to try it. I want to try to figure something out. All right. So what do we get? You got Stuart the Steward. What a name, Stuart the Steward. This is again the Silverhand stuff. I just don't know necessarily if this is one of the cards that actually might be able to make the Silverhands kind of work, but I just don't really know. And you're gonna have to high roll this early. All right, so I haven't opened the next pack, so step out.
Yeah.
I wonder where Sprinks is.
Oh wow, I guess.
Damn,
it's
it didn't work.
appearing.
See, you ruined it. You tried to time it.
I know, unfortunate. Yeah, it was worth a shot. It was worth a shot. So we're not gonna have our new stove until Tuesday. Pull up, my wife's like, we'll be ordering out a lot, so that's new. we order out for food way too much.
That art of the golden card is so good.
Yeah.
Oh, having to cross my legs. Wait, did I get a rare? There's no rare in this pack? I thought there was a rare in every pack. Guess not. It's at least a rare in every pack, I guess. Shuffle one cost copies of card. Again, I'm gonna see that's gonna have some kind of use. I'm not really sure how good it's gonna be, but I want to play around with it. I think I can find something. Again, I'm really looking forward to trying to do just a shadow support warlock. Of course, it'll be a curse deck. Don't get me wrong. Golden card for my imp deck. Alright, let's see. Yeah, do not like this that much. And that beast with that has kind of a pseudo swipe, I still think it's maybe a 2 at best. It might be better later, but right now I don't think it's that good.
Yeah, most people agree with you. In the reviews and stuff that I've seen, and also like when Hattrick talked about the card.
I was in stream that day. Yeah.
Like the idea was there, but the the results not really. The
not
idea, the rest.
Maybe if it was, I mean, it's not that hard to hit the infused marker there for 3, but still, I just don't think it's that great. This is
Again,
gonna
it
be
has
so
to
good.
be in your hand, and it's not the type of card that you want to, keep
Just
in
sit
your
in your
hand.
hand. You don't really want, and honestly, as Hunter, you rarely want any card to sit in your hand. God, I've got like 45 red herrings.
"99 problems, but the red herring ain't one."
Definitely not. Wallpaper my card. So when I played Magic the Gathering, it was really funny. Again, I was for some of you know, I was a pro player back in the 90s, and I traveled around the country, and I got so famous for something I was doing that literally I had stores all over the country mailing me Mons Goblin Raiders. So what I had done is I wallpapered an entire wall in Mon's Goblin Raiders, and in the very center of the wall, I put a Tividar's Crusade. And if you guys know what that is, Tividar's Crusade, it said destroy all goblins.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, I had stores. Literally, I had enough to wallpaper the wall, and people were still sending me hundreds of Mon's Goblin Raiders. I was like, you know, I probably should just go ahead and finish the room. 7-3-1-3 jailers with taunt. If you have 20 or less life, give them plus. See, this might make it into my taunt warrior deck. Might. The problem is it doesn't put them in my hand. It puts them on the board, which should be arguably good, but it's actually not as good for the concept of the deck. Because we do a lot of board buffing. Or hand buffing, I mean. Yes, I'm old. But not as old as Artemis. I love you, Artemis. I love you too, Simon. Simon's ancient compared to me. He's a whole year older.
Yeah.
One of our teammates, Scott Johnny, is a year younger than me. He's excited that I'm older than him. So I have to be excited that you're older than me. It's by process of, not reciprocity, but, shit, I can't think of the term now.
Too early for you to brain. You need more coffee.
I'm drinking coffee, sort of.
Sort of?
So the way that you'll have to you'll have to see the deck, Artemis. It's actually really pretty decent right now. It's a solid tier 2 deck, like lower tier 2. But I've got a video on my YouTube if you want to check it out. It was a lot of fun. Prince Renathal definitely allowed it to be viable. The problem is most of the people who've been trying to play it, I really should go back and like make another video for it, highlighting explicitly how it has to be played. Because like Raindet sat down and tried to play my Taunt Warrior deck, but he didn't realize there's a way you have to play it. And essentially how that is you pretty much never trade on the board. Your taunts all go full, all go face. The only exception to that is if there's something that has to be removed due to like a special threat. Oh my god, the shaman guy who Hammerbeak Bolnar, you have to remove him. You can't let him stick. But there's a few cards you have to remove, but in general, you pretty much ignore their board regardless of how scary it is, because you're just gonna keep throwing walls in front of them, and they'll break upon your wall. Yeah, Bolnar. Yeah. Like that you have to remove, but in general, you just kind of ignore their board and just keep going face with everything. And it's kind of seems kind of intuitive to a sort of control warrior deck concept, but you really aren't a control warrior, you just have control tools. He's got 2 of the Burden Prides. I mean, I'll try them out. I'll see if it works. I just don't feel like it's going to be that useful for my Taunt Warrior deck. Let's see. Ghastly Gravedigger. If you control a secret, choose a card in your opponent's hand to shuffle into your deck. That's disgusting. This card is gross. I love that. I love this card. Okay. Convincing Disguise again. I got plenty of those. More than I need. I really have not got that many legendaries. It's really been pretty funny.
No, by comparison, like Simon yesterday opened a bunch of them in less packs and Raindet as well.
Yeah, yeah, no, I did not get I haven't gotten a lot of legendaries.
Etric has said this before as well, that like the lower bundle always seem to have like more legendaries than like when people buy the big bundle. And somehow it actually fits because Dizzyfly also opened like the mega bundle and barely had any legendaries.
I don't think there's
people
actually
that
an
are
algorithm
opening
involved in that
like,
though.
I mean, I don't know, it's just very coincidental and it's not the first expansion that happens. Why?
No,
I don't know.
Well, it is supposed to be based off every 10 packs you're supposed to average a legendary. But I don't think there's really much of an actual element beyond that. I don't know. This card's
I
disgusting.
think you will have and every 20 packs definitely a legendary for sure.
Yeah, and I think it's like it's average of 10. You're supposed to have a legendary, but not necessarily.
At that timer, I think it's 25 packs. Can't
I
remember
had
if it's 20 or 25.
I think
about
it's 20.
12 packs, every 12 packs, I think.
Is
Or
it 40?
11?
No, I think it's 20. I think the pity timer is 20.
Yeah. 20 is it's the timer. Yeah. There's a an add-on for the Hearth Replay deck tracker, which I used yesterday. So I just saw when a legendary came in, or
I think it's been around that for a long time. But
Epic.
the average, the general average of opening packs of the legendaries is you should average about 1 every 10 packs. You should. Based off of statistics of everybody opening packs. But there is a pity timer, and I believe the pity timer is at 20. I think it's 20. And it's been that way for at least several expansions. I mean, I've usually completely skewed the results. I'm usually like want like a legendary at least every 10, if not every 8. So this has been a really bad pull for me, but again, it doesn't really matter. I'll just buy more packs. Or my 100,000 dust or whatever I have, I'll spend it. There's a legendary. All right, ready? Are we ready?
sure.
And it's pizza. Sorry, Harvester of Envy. Have you played a card copy from the opponent? Steal the original. This is the one that had a lot of glitches
Bugs.
during the theory crafting. It was really buggy. So we'll hope it's fixed by now, but we'll see.
That card is going to be a problem.
Not currently, because it's broken.
No, not currently because it's broken. That card is going to be a problem.
Yeah, it should be. It should be a problem. It should be a problem if it ever starts working correctly. There's the other Ghastly Gravedigger. I'm very happy about that. Rare. What do we get here? Impending Catastrophe. This card is so good, and that's a golden. That's fantastic. And that's a pretty card, too. Oh, I love the picture. I really like that. I'm really looking forward to actually climbing with the Imp deck and the Mage deck, but again, Totem Shaman's happening day 1.
Meme
And then
Shaman.
Rain Debt I will be doing a dual stream that Where did you get the notes from that? Because I could have sworn it was 20 last I saw. And some of the tracker apps actually calculated it 20. That's like Simon was talking about.
From an interview in an esports magazine.
Who was the interview with?
Features Alkali and some other stuff.
40 packs?
Alkali. I always say Alkali for no reason.
I don't really know, because again, a lot of the deck tracker apps are also saying 20. And I believe it was that at 40 at one point, but I don't think it's been that way for a while. I think it's 20 now.
I will have to check it again, because I use it, as I said, and maybe I'm wrong, but I'm quite sure it's 20.
Again, it's kind of irrelevant for me. I'm just gonna make them out of dust. I only have like 35,000. No, I've got. Look, I've got 189. Sorry, I got 18,000, almost 19,000 gold just sitting here, and this is not my dust. My dust is. We'll look at that in a minute. I am not Kibler level of gold. Kibler actually has ridiculous amounts of gold. Yeah, right there. Legendaries drop at a rate of 1 in 20 card packs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there. That's what I was saying.
And
it's
1
20.
in 5 for the epics. Yeah. I had 17 epics in 69 packs. So yeah.
I think they were talking possibly about 2 different time periods, Artemis. Like, again, I think it used to be like 40. But I think they've gotten better. Golden planted evidence. That's not a really great golden card there.
Or it's still 2 different things, as in, on average, it should be on 20, but last case scenario, it's clocked
It's 40.
on 40. Yeah.
It may be that way. It may be that way.
Since one thing doesn't override the other and both data are correct, it can be both in this case.
Let's see. Hold on a second. I don't know what to keep popping. Exeter. When I think of Daleks right now, though, I think of the TV series that Nick Frost and Simon Pegg have done recently. I don't know if you guys have seen it, where they're ghost chasing type people, or well, Nick is, right? Yeah. Anyways, it's a great show if you get a chance to watch it. It's got Malcolm McDowell in it. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. It's got like ghosts and aliens and all kinds of weird stuff in it. It's great. But anyways, one of the actresses, she dresses up like a Dalek for a costume thing for a Comic-Con. Sin-fueled Gollum. That could be interesting. That could be interesting. This is not horrific. I don't know. It's It could be good. It could be, but you'd have to play around it. Like, it'd have to be like you'd have to build your deck around it. Absolutely. What's your statement? I don't even know what a wild seed is yet, guys. I haven't even looked yet. I'm so sheltered this expansion. Why did nothing highlight? Okay, they did. Okay, I just didn't see it. That crooked cook. Oh no! I praise when your opponent, my opponent gets really good RNG. I praise them. I only get mad whenever I make a mistake. And and I try to be very clear that when I make a mistake based off information that I knew at the time. Because if I oversaw, like I missed something, I don't get upset about that. Like if I'm like, oh, well, shit, I'll just try to remember to notice it, look for it next time. But if I knew something and I still made the mistake, that's the only time I ever get mad. I make myself tilted. I guess the only thing in Hearthstone that actually tilts me is when people leave the game as instead of conceding. Like if you want to just bail, if you're done with the game, that's fine. But look, don't make your opponent sit. That's really crappy. There we go. I'll fix that. Muted that server. I don't need to see other conversations. The copium? Is that like a drug? So it sounds like.
No.
I don't really know what copium is. It sounds like a drug. What is it?
It's when you're high on hopes. It's it's an emote thing and a meme thing that's going around the internet.
Oh, okay.
It's like you have this oxygen mask and you're high on copium. To cope. Copium.
There's so many worse things about life than a video game. So if you're getting upset This is why I don't play like Elden Ring. I watch other people play it and I praise them, and I'm like, go, you'll get on the next time. Because if I play Elden Ring, I'll need a new TV because the controller's going through it. Because it's about me making a mistake. That's the only time I really get upset. That and when I play, if you guys ever see me play Call of Duty, just word of warning, I play objective-based games, and when my team does not play the objectives, I do rage then.
I'm gonna rage at you. I'm here.
Damn, no legendary. I was super excited when you walked in. I was like, maybe it's legendary.
Do you remember when the first Nintendo Wii came out and you saw all the videos about throwing the controllers into the TVs?
I
Because
heard about
they had
people doing
not
that, but I never saw a video.
No,
Was that?
no.
Go ahead.
There were a lot. They had not these rubber sleeves. They came out pretty after.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I got a Wii, I had to buy one. Like, I had kids, and I was like, I had seen the warnings, and I was like, yeah, my kids are throwing it through the TV. That's happening.
Yeah.
That's absolutely happening. That shit's happening. And when I
I
say
still have a
hey,
Wii
guys,
here. I
when
still
I
have
say
it.
kids, dude, the Wii had the best Resident Evil. In my opinion, to this day, that was the best Resident Evil. The mechanic for playing on it was so good. And Konami, the wolf spirit where you paint. Okami, that. Okami, that's what I said. I totally said that. That game was amazing on the Wii. Oh my god, those games were just amazing. Just amazing. Sure, yeah, totally a Butterfingers thing.
Yeah. It wasn't about anger. It was just because it was just flat plastic. Yeah.
No, Simon, I totally get. I get that's what they were talking about. Is that it was the plastic and people slipping out of their hands and going through the TV.
No.
I'm talking about me. I would have thrown it through the TV just for anger. But with Hearthstone, I just don't understand when people get upset in Hearthstone. It's just, to me, it just does not feel like a game that can trigger me. I did used to have a Spring Sequel Test. I had a button that I played that basically every time I played against a priest deck, I pushed it, and I hate priest. But that was my way of basically allowing me to not get angry. Like, I just posted that on the screen, everybody saw it, we moved on. I know, right? Artemis, I'm with you. Artemis is saying he doesn't understand the Twitch language is because, you know, the Kappa, the Kek, the Copium, and all that. He's like, what's the point of adding extra layers? Letters. I mean, extra layers, actually. But, I mean, yeah. It doesn't, yeah. The point of most internet speech was for convenience. That's what lead speech came from. It was supposed to be faster to type. Right? Even the word lead was 1337. I mean, come on.
My brother and I, we got confused about which emote was the wow emote over the shocked emote. We were arguing about that last night. I was like, I don't know. I'm not emote savvy. It's all those kids these days.
I know. Someone find us a 10-year-old to explain it to us.
I've got an 11-year-old in Kansas that can explain it to us, maybe.
He probably understands it way better. Chase, Auntie Springsy, don't you know?
No, that's why I'm asking.
Why else am I bothering you?
OMG.
We also have a Monad. We could just ask Monad. Because Monad
Yeah, you can ask me.
She stays on the pulse of all this crap.
It's part of my philosophy degree was language analytics and linguistics and shit like that. So we did everything from hieroglyphic, uniform, and whatever things are being used now. So yeah.
Anyone understands linguistics at all, that language changes and adapts to the facts that you can't cope with it just shows you're as old as heck. I am old! I've never doubted. When have I ever said I wasn't old? In fact, I go about that already often. I'm old. It's just I keep Artemis and Simon around to make me feel young.
Yeah, sure.
Because those dudes are
still,
old!
I still have to look up some words like copium, and so I'm just
legendary.
really out of it and
Yeah,
need to look up
Copium
what the meaning is.
Copium is basically the child of coping and opium. So when
Yeah.
you're hard on
Yeah.
copium,
Yeah,
you're
sure,
just,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah. I
Getting
looked
your
it up
hopes up.
a few weeks ago. Yeah, and it was not the first thing I had to look up.
No, I do it all the time, Simon. You're not alone. I'm
Yeah.
constantly looking this shit up.
Thanks. Yeah.
Topiar, the
Since-
Gazer.
Since I live on the internet, I actually know just by observing.
Is that a dragon topiary?
It's a Topiary dragon. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and it's actually a card that I look forward to playing around with.
You must
Simon's
be a shrubbery.
really looking forward to play. He's a shrubbery.
Yeah, that
A
that was the
shrubbery.
first legendary I opened yesterday.
It was. I was
In
there.
the first
I
pack,
saw it.
Yeah.
But it's a shrubbery, guys. It's a shrubbery. That's what I'm saying. Like, you missed it earlier. I was telling him I was dancing around the kitchen earlier, and I was singing the Sound of Music song. You are 16 going on. I was dancing around. I am 44 going on 16.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, Gemma actually had the gall to say that I was going on 13, and I'm like, no, I can drive.
And loving songs like "Give the Wolf a Banana."
The Wolf of Banana! Oh my god, that song is so good! I haven't got to play this for you yet. You were asleep. Simon introduced me to a song.
Yeah, some
It's
of us
from
don't go to bed
Song
at
Contest
8:30 in
this
the-
year.
in the
I was
evening.
surprised.
Freaking.
I'm gonna pull the song on here in a second. We're almost done with these
I want
packs.
your ears. Your
You can have my ears.
Come on, dude.
That's
Just
the only way
to
you're gonna hear it.
yeah.
We're at 6 packs, guys. We're gonna get this done. We're gonna get this done.
Maybe with 2 or 3 legendaries now.
Maybe. Maybe.
on.
I don't have a water.
It has to be.
Sprinksy, give me a water, please. I got hit with
I
a
wanted to
hydrate.
give the luck back from my
You gotta hold my plate.
opening
Oh, well, absolutely.
yesterday.
Yes, I'll totally hold your plate. Everything bagel.
Yes, I can get you a water. I suppose.
I have to do the hydrate. I was requested to hydrate.
Okay, but you say hydrate with what?
Well, yeah, but that's not hydrating me, really. That's more just awesome. I could do
So
that.
what, you need a caffeinate button too? Is that what I'm hearing?
Sprinks is a genius. I need a caffeinate button. It actually doesn't make me pee that much. It actually just makes my stomach upset if I drink too much water too fast.
You no matter what.
Sprinks pees all the time, whether she drinks water or not, but she drinks so much water that camels are jealous. Alright, so we did not get crap for legendaries today. That is
Yeah.
okay. That is absolutely okay. Let's see. Let's open. Wait, I don't want to open these packs. I just looked at those. Alright, so in our collection, we are looking at. Dun, 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 dun. Okay,
How
guys,
many?
this is. So I have a
Was
little
it
bit of dust,
5?
guys. I've got a little dust. I think I can make anything I'm missing.
Yeah, I've about 10,000.
So I got both of the druid ones. I got one of the
Yeah.
mage ones.
Yeah.
One of the paladin ones. Both of the I got the one of the priest ones. One of the warrior ones. Yeah, this was not good. Yeah, no, we got really garbage for legendaries. How
So
are we doing
6?
epics?
6 what?
Yeah, like did I get 6? Did I get 6? Hang on. Wait. Did I get 6? You did math. I didn't do math.
Guys, I'm going to
Alright.
excuse myself and take a shower because I'm
Okay.
starting to smell like a pony.
There's 4. There's 5.
And as much as I like little
6.
horses, I don't want to become one.
157 packs. Basically,
Understandable.
I opened way more than Simon did and got the same number of legendaries. So I did not do very well on my legendary picks this time, but that's okay. That's okay. I don't worry about it. Epics wise, I got 2 of those. I got 1 of those. Okay. I did fine on epics, it looks like. Oops, wrong way. I did fine on the epics.
Yeah.
I did probably a little better than I expected on epics, but not so good on legendaries. That's okay. That's okay.
Gardens too. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a lot of goldens. But yeah, I got two of most of the epics, so I'm not having to craft much epic. Yeah, not too bad. It was a pretty good. I bling out. I totally bling out, guys. Oh, can I just take golden? And can I just take golden? I think I just do golden, right? I have a few golden cards. Just a few. I have a few, couple, one or two, kind of gold. Yeah, just
Same. I have maybe 1 or 2 golden cards.
just
Yeah.
one or two. Oh my god, it's taking forever. I'm a whale, guys. I'm 100% a whale, and that's why I don't worry about not getting all the legendaries in the opening set. I mean, I've got all the cards that I could possibly want. It was funny the other day when I was making Draco's Proving Ground deck. I had a golden coin in it, and I'm like, that means that all my cards are golden in it. That's just sick. So this was not bad. This wasn't horrible at all. Let me send archive. Okay, but guys, that's basically it. That's my entire stream. Thank you so very much. I might play a little bit of today, but I'm gonna probably bounce for a bit. Thank you so much for showing up. I hope you guys enjoyed that. We're putting this up on YouTube as well. If you guys haven't checked out my YouTube content, absolutely please do. We are producing YouTube content daily now. We are like, yeah, we've got stuff queued up for like through mid next week. But yeah, guys, thank you so much. Thank you, Simon. Thank you, Moned, for being here with me. I really appreciate it. I definitely have to. I've got to play the Wolf Gets a Bananas song. So hang on, Simon. I'll be doing that off stream. But guys, have a